whole group of companies as a head of accounts and finance. They're based out of here, Navi Mumbai. Mumbai, Nariman Point. 2012, I joined them as a group head accounts and finance. 2016, something happened which actually changed the entire, my career trajectory. 2016, my boss told me that this office we have, and we have to actually wind it down. There are like 110 people. So he said it's good that, finance guy does it because you will know which assets to liquidate first, liabilities kaise pay karna hai, do the corporate due diligence of why down and all that. So 2016, I took over operations and I didn't know anything about operations. The good thing was that the team was actually really good. And because I had no experience, impromptu, there was a policy which I gave out, and that was an open door policy. I said that, guys, I'm here. I have taken 90 days from the boss. I said, anyways, you're winding down the business. Let's give it a last shot to this organization because it's a legacy of 12 years. So there's no point, if it's not working out, there's no point shutting it down. Let's see. So that open door policy and the people, they were so fantastic. They were not there for money. They knew that the company is on the edge. Anytime it can close down. But they said that, boss, we are with you. This 90 days, either it will be make or break. You go down, we go down, we go down, you go down. But if we make it, then we do it from there. From there, then we went on to hitting milestones. We did a $30 million revenue in 2017, 35 in 2018. Went on to open an office in Romania, Philippines, Cyprus, Egypt, Dubai. So whatever I am today is because of my team, and that's when I realized the power of communication. तो आज जो मैं आप लोग से बात करने वाला हूँ, it is only the power of communication. So there is this case study which I actually wanted to discuss with you guys. So we are talking about NASA now. And NASA is an organization which is always used as a prime example, even in a normal language. Whenever we say that we have to prepare a NASA level process flow or a NASA level design in your language, we always talk about the most advanced elite thing. But even NASA had a failure. There was a Mars climate orbiter disaster which happened in 1999. Now, there were two teams which were working in NASA on this project. One was the NASA team itself, and one was the contractor. Okay, there is a name, but it doesn't matter. We are not focusing on the name. हुआ क्या था that they launched the Mars orbiter. It reached the atmosphere and then it got lost and burnt. And the error was so stupid. Two teams did not communicate with each other. NASA team calculated the trajectory on newtons, and the contractor calculated the trajectory on pounds. Okay? Just because of this simple miscommunication, this entire mission was flop. This is the power of communication and miscommunication also. अगर नासा ये मिस्टेक कर सकता है तो फिर अपन तो अभी कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में बहुत नीचे है. ये एक एग्जाम्पल है नासा का. आप दूसरा एग्जाम्पल देख लो. मैं आपको एक और बताता हूँ. This is just so that we can connect. Jet Airways. Jet Airways one time was the most trusted, airways of India. What happened in Jet Airways was there was panic at the bottom level. Employees were panicking, but there was silence at the management side. There was no clarity. Even the pilots of Jet Airways, when their flights was cancelled, they got to know from the news. There was no email. There was nothing from the senior management, that be on standby, या salaries delay होंगे, कुछ नहीं होगा. Now, being somebody from the corporate world, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि if you are Jet Airways, there is no way that Jet Airways couldn't have got a bailout. I am sure there was something where somebody would have bailed them out. It would have been a bank or, some other airlines like Emirates, Etihad, or anybody, because they had the fleet of airways, they had a ready setup. Okay? But because of this PR disaster, which Priya will understand, because ये जो communication labs था, and their name got so spoiled in the on the social media and the news and everything, and people, their entire image changed from the most trusted to the most non-transparent corporate. And ultimately what happened 2019, they had to shut it down. The same thing happened with Byju's also, by the way. Byju's was the fastest growing, you know. And then what happened? Again, same thing. No clear dialogue. They acquired companies, they expanded globally, onboarded 1,000 employees and students. Layoffs, उनके यहाँ पे layoffs होते थे. They were just a cold, simple email without any personal conversation. Again, same thing. Investors, had lack of trust. Parents started leaving. Teachers started making a ruckus of it. Social media पे reels. Offices तोड़ रहे हैं, टीवी लेके जा रहे हैं बायजूस की ऑफिस से. Then the owner had to come and apologize to rework on the brand image and everything. Anxiety, chaos, these are the examples around us in the corporate world, that if such huge organizations can also suffer the brunt of lack of communication. I think communication is the most important tool which creates and binds the team. Anthony and Soumyadeep, I just want to ask you, how do you guys manage the team? Is it like a surveillance based, or you generally take a briefing in the day, motivate them for the day, and just have a EOD call, or just keep checkpoints?
So it's sort of for how it works for the UX team is that we have a structure where there are senior designers who sort of report to me, and the senior designers themselves have 2 to 3 designers working under them. So they have like daily morning calls with their team, and the entire team gets together normally once a week on a Friday, where we have like some one session just for the UX team, where we get together, we decide talk about some things, gossip and stuff. So we just have a time where the entire team is there together. Otherwise, like the daily calls are something that the senior designers take, and I coordinate with them and their team when we have to have check-ins for projects, have some QC sessions done, check the designs and stuff. So that's when we sort of, regarding your previous question about the culture and how we sort of try to get that, I think here what we have this culture of like a very for the people kind of a mentality, where we always give benefit of the doubt to designers and our team whenever possible, in like in case of an escalation and all of that. We are sort of a little protective for our team, and try to look out for our designers as well, ki when say, so in that sort of point of view, our team also feels very safe with us, so they are also self-motivated to work in that kind of a manner, where like we have this simple thing that we don't like to work beyond 7 o'clock. So none of the senior designers will also text you post 7 o'clock. We respect that, ki it's 7, so you logged out, you have your life, you go live it. So we sort of have that kind of and try to live by that culture ourselves.
That's amazing, yeah, Anthony. I am so happy to hear what you said. I wish I had the same thought process and clarity when I was your age.